Alright guys, it's time to review the Batgirl DLC for Batman Arkham Knight. Now this DLC has been hyped up since March and everyone was excited because having a new character is always a good thing in this franchise. There was one thing about this that was unsettling though, and that was that WB Montreal was developing it. Now I know some people liked Origins, but I absolutely hated that game. It was a broken mess and did nothing to innovate the franchise. However, I was still excited because I thought that just maybe it would feel like Rocksteady made it. Heck, I was even willing to look past the fact that it contradicts the continuity if this DLC was actually good. Turns out, this DLC is absolutely horrible. You pay $7 for an hour at most. Are you kidding me? I stayed up till 3 in the morning hoping this DLC would be worth it, and naturally PSN didn't update until much later in the day. So my hopes were so high, and this is what I get? This is the third disappointing DLC we've gotten so far. It has taken us until August to finally start getting some good DLC. What a joke. Okay, so you guys have heard me rant long enough. So let me explain just how bad this DLC is. First off, this is a minor complaint that doesn't really affect my opinion on the DLC as a whole, but why the was Robin only wearing his hood for 2 seconds? I mean, come on now, it's raining for crying out loud. Also, he looks a million times cooler with a hood, instead of looking like Eminem. Then we have the story. Ha, yeah, just kidding. There is no story. The trailer has more story than this. I mean, why did Joker capture Gordon? It never says. Oh, Joker wants to kill off Batman's sidekicks? Well, that's cool. Except they never play with that idea at all. It's mentioned one time, and that's it. Now let's talk about the gameplay. Oh boy. Remember how much freedom you had in the main story? Well, throw that away because it's hacking time. Yeah, for the first 20 minutes or so, the DLC literally holds your hand and tells you what to do. You don't get a choice. How fun, right? Then you get to the carnival and you finally get to explore as you please. As Batgirl. Remember how the trailer said Robin and Batgirl? Well no, it's just Batgirl. Robin is busy looking for the bombs. I think the devs are determined not to let us use Arkham City characters at all in this game, I swear. That's a shame too, because I love playing as them. Speaking of Robin, why is it Tim Drake anyway? According to the canon comics with the games, he wasn't Robin until 2 months before City, and yet this DLC is before Arkham. Well, let me answer my own question. It's because it's WB Montreal's fault. Give them the keys to the kingdom and they will ruin it. I mean, come on. How do you not get this right, guys? In Arkham Knight, Dick still calls Tim the new guy. Oh, right. Because making Robin Dick would mean actually creating something new and not copy and pasting again. My bad. The only thing they did that was awesome was that Harley was in her original outfit from the animated series, which looks great by the way. But only appears for 5 minutes in one really pathetic boss fight. You know, you can hate on the boss fights at Night, but at least they were actual fights, and not quick-time events. This is why Rocksteady should be the only developer allowed to touch Batman, because whenever someone else tries to do it, they just can't. I mean, look at how bad the PC port is. This DLC has all the trademarks of Montreal. It's clunky, you can't grapple up to all the platforms, it's glitchy, though not nearly as bad as their last game, disappointing, and it makes you regret ever wanting to get this DLC in the first place. I will give them this though, the collectibles were a nice distraction. Yeah, that's the only thing I can praise them for aside from Harley. Batgirl even sucks. Half her moves are recycled, and somehow, she's the slowest character in the game. I figured she'd be really fast, but no. I feel like she has an anchor wrapped around her leg and I just can't see it. You know what the most disappointing thing about this DLC is, though? The ending. I won't spoil it, but it's just so rushed and anticlimactic that it's a joke. They could have really done something awesome and emotional with the ending, and you guys know what I'm talking about, but no. They play it like a Saturday morning cartoon. Well then, I'll take this DLC just as seriously and try to forget it ever happened. Oh, and no, I'm not rating this because I just can't bring myself to. It's that bad. Not bad enough as in functionality, because it does work, but bad in Arkham standards. So please, do yourself a favor and do not download this DLC. Anyway, that's all I had to say. Comment below and let me know your thoughts on this DLC and my review, and I will catch you guys later.